Eldewrito has officially been called out from Microsoft to cease and desist all future work on Halo Online. What does this mean? It means Halo Online will not have any further updates. Nobody is legally allowed to advance the game any further, whether it be marketing-wise or updating the game in some form. Version 0.6 of the game is the final version. You are still able to download Halo Online, just don't expect support for the game. Microsoft has asked the modding group responsible to have formal talks with the company in order to potentially work together and maybe one day produce a dedicated Microsoft-branded Halo Online. Links concerning the news will be in the description. The following presentation is a video I made prior to this news, following my opinion and review of Halo Online patch 0.6. Let's take a step back to the year of 2007. Halo 3 had just launched. I was sleeping over at a friend's house at the time, so we went to the local Blockbuster and rented the game. We would go to the store and buy like 10 packets of instant ramen and throw together like a communal pasta pot full of ramen and buy a bunch of soda, and we'd just play Halo all night long. Halo 3 was the game. Everyone had to have it. At this point, I didn't have a 360, but I knew I had to get one to play this game. Christmas that year, I got my own Xbox and Halo 3, so I could play it whenever I wanted. For over 4 years, I played Halo 3 consistently. Whenever a new game came along, I would play it, but nothing left me with that competitive edge like Halo 3 did. Grinding out the general rank and lone wolves was an unattainable goal, but one that I intended on getting done. The rank system was split into two systems, True Skill and XP. You needed both to an extent. The true skill system of the game was just brutal. You could get first place 4 times straight and still not rank up, and get 5th place in one game and you'll actually go down a skill point. So basically the only way to advance was to win like 5 or more games getting first place or at least 2nd place to even move up 1. So it was pretty intense, and again, I mean, at that point in time, network and lag and the internet wasn't as consistent as it is today, so you could be playing a match and it just dropped lobby and you just took a loss right there and lost a point. It was very frustrating for the time. So to balance that out, I'd usually put on some music, I'd listen to some Breaking Benjamin, and I'd continue at it, the long grind. Alas, the furthest I got was between Brigadier Grade 1 and 2. As all things slowly dwindle away, Halo 3 was slipping. Future games continued to come, and the people I once played Halo weekly with were slowly starting to disappear. No Halo game past this ever gave me the same spark or emotion I felt in Halo 3. I was just as good at them, like in Reach or Halo 4, but I didn't want to play them. And if I did, I would just be like, well, why would I play this if I could play Halo 3? I had more fun playing that. I mean, it's hard to explain exactly. When Master Chief Collection came out, I was excited to jump back into Halo 3 once again. But quickly I started to notice how strange the game felt. It seemed to play differently. I don't know if it was the 60 FPS or just poor optimization on the part of 343 Industries, but Halo 3's online was weird. I noticed in playlists people would vote for different games to play over Halo 3. What? Why? It'll be a good map, a good game mode, and people would 10-1 vote out Halo 3 for some crappy Halo 2 map or whatever. And it just got me thinking like, whoa, okay, it is not just me here. This isn't the Halo 3 we remembered. It was okay to play whenever you'd get matched in it, but it never really felt right. So here we are in April 2018, with Halo Online officially releasing with its newest patch to the game. What once started as a Microsoft official release Halo title for PC only, eventually got lost in development and abandoned. The game was soft beta tested in Russia, where people decided to bring the idea of Halo Online to people everywhere. A volunteer group dubbed the project Eldewrito. It's a combination of Eldorado and Mountain Dew and Doritos. It's a pretty funny name if you think about it. This was the first Halo game built from the ground up on PC. So the possibilities were endless pretty much, with the accessibility for people to make their own mods or run their own servers. The community has pretty openly accepted the game. After hearing all the hype, I was excited to test the game for myself. When you boot Halo Online, you're greeted to a familiar feeling. Music straight out of Halo 3. The menus have similarities. Is this a PC version of our beloved Halo game? Well, let's see. So the weapon models, as you'll notice quick off, are based on Halo 4. The battle rifle, the shotgun, the sniper, and they kind of look awkward because they're in Halo 3, and the models, I swear, do not perfectly represent the Halo 4 counterpart. It has to be something with the graphics because it's like the new model in an old game. It's really weird looking, and I don't like how it looks at all. Like, mainly the battle rifle is what gets me. People obviously felt the same way I did because mods are already out adding the Halo 3 weapon skins to the game for the shotgun and everything I mentioned already. But the process of installing the mods and patching them sounds so tiresome, I don't even know if it's worth taking the time to do that. And every time the game is updated, it's going to make those mods irrelevant, and then you're going to have to go and find a new version of the mod. It just sounds annoying. What I also find confusing is all of the maps are things straight out of Halo 3. Standoff, Narrows, Pit Stop, Valhalla, everything you would imagine is there. I mean, it's not like a culmination of Halo 2 and Halo 4, so it is Halo 3, but it isn't? I've played the game for about 3 or 4 hours and can say it certainly brings back some nostalgic feelings. I'm playing on an original Xbox 360 gamepad, and it is Halo. For the longest time, the community has felt so disconnected to me since Halo 5 came out. The game brought new fans to the series while alienating the original fanbase. This game seems to have captured that true Halo essence. With over 4,000 players online, Halo is alive and well. But does that mean the game is perfect? Well, no. It could use some work. When it comes to playing with friends or trying to orchestrate a team to play with, there is no social structure for the game, so you can't invite or join matches with each other. Your only real bet to play with anyone that you know is to all find and join the same server, or otherwise you can host your own game and invite people to that game. But then you're playing the bet of just playing with your limited group of friends, or you're going to just sit there with your friends waiting for randoms to join in, and then you're risking after every match you play and you go back to the lobby, everyone bailing, and then now it's just you and your initial group of friends again. And that would be fine if you had 15 friends to start like a 16-person lobby or whatever. But for the most part, you probably are going to be playing with like 2 to 4 people, and you're going to be waiting there for other people to join. I'm assuming most people would not play with their friends, so you're talking about having one team of your friends waiting there while you get a team of randoms. It's just inconsistently poor team play. Nobody wants to do any of that. Most of my friends the night we played were so annoyed by having to get into the same servers, it kind of turned them off from playing the game at all. When it comes to ranked play, it does exist, but not in a Halo 3 form. You join a ranked match from the server browser, but you'll notice it's a bunch of lobbies already in progress for ranked games. If you join one of these halfway played games, everybody tends to leave the lobbies afterward. So you never really have any authentic ranked match experience from the get-go. You're either going to join a halfway played match, or you're going to sit in an empty ranked lobby waiting for people to join, and again, by that time, 2 people join in and they're like, I don't want to play a game with one other guy, I'm gonna leave. So you're not getting a fresh match, and that's stupid. It ends up making ranked feel less legitimate and casual. Not to mention, the ranking system has been completely changed around. Now you get XP per match played. How well you do does grant you more XP. So if you're playing Team Slayer and you're the top Slayer on your team, you'll get a little more XP. If you get the lowest amount, you're gonna get a lot less XP than the top guy, but at the end of the day, you're both getting XP. So whether you win or lose, you're getting XP. And you only lose your XP if you quit out of a match mid-match. Perhaps this is for the best considering how often you get put into matches already in progress, but it's certainly not what I would have expected when I started playing this. What point does your rank hold if it's only relevant to the amount of matches you've played? Who cares if you played 2,000 matches of Halo Online and are a general? It means practically nothing. You can tell everyone feels the same way I do, because mostly everyone on any server you play on is going to have the apprentice rank, which is the first one when you log into the game. In Halo 3, you would see a general on a team and say, well, fuck, we're going to have a tough time. Now it's just whatever. I don't have a fear of anyone I'm playing against. Ranks are dead. Gameplay-wise, everything feels great though. I genuinely get the feel of older Halo games, and I love that. There are a few hiccups at times though. Gun sounds are tweaked so they aren't the original sounds you may remember. There's this weird glitch at times I notice where audio will just completely drop when you're shooting. This seemed to happen very frequent on the map Sand Trap. You could see right here a couple times it'll just stop working, and there's really no reason for it. In fact, everything stops, all audio, the sound of walking and vehicles, everything just comes to a standstill. It doesn't make any sense. And I've played on Sand Trap a couple different times, and sometimes it's really bad, and sometimes there's no problem at all. When it comes to the battle rifle, it feels a little wonky at long range as well. I know the BR was always harder to use in Halo 3, but what is this gun? Because sometimes it seems like the hit scan BR from Halo 2, while other times it's the harder to use projectile-based BR from Halo 3, where you have to lead your shots really far ahead of your targets. Please let me know if you've had any kind of inconsistencies with the battle rifle, because I just can't rule them out at this point. I don't know if it's just me or if this gun is acting strangely. Now, of course, there are going to be problems with this title. It's a free-to-play online Halo game that was basically a fan-made game from just a bunch of guys who wanted to release a product to the open source market of the internet. And, you know, thanks to them, we can all enjoy Halo again. So yes, there will be problems and you can expect them and potentially write them up. One of my friends was playing with me the other night and his audio just completely silenced in every regard, and he had to actually restart his computer just to fix it. So, I mean, it's gonna have problems. Some of them more annoying than others. But this Halo game really captures that retro feel of the older games that I enjoyed so much. I'm happy this seems to have brought new life to the Halo community after Halo 5 seemed to squeeze it out for people. Maybe we hope this showcases a potential trend of popularity for the upcoming Halo 6, and maybe even changes the direction of that game for the better. 343 should know that older feeling Halo used to provide is light years better than the super fast runaway mechanics that Halo 5 pushes. So bottom line, if you liked any of the Halo games from 1 to Reach, there's definitely some fun to be had here with you or your friends. So why don't you try Halo Online? I want to thank you all for checking out the video. Halo's always meant a lot to me, and it brings me joy to talk about it. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and potentially subscribe to the channel. I cover a lot of games here, especially Halo, so look out for me, and I'll catch you guys online. This is Demon Fox Yoko, signing out.